This is Rapix, and I'm casting a Reddit DOTA2 League game between Barnys Children and Team Brimstone. And then right now it's at the ban phase. We banned Slardar, pretty standard, and Team Brimstone banned Night Stalker, or the Radiant team banned Night Stalker. I think that's unusual, but I believe that's according to their player history or something, because I haven't checked that out before game. So the Dire team banned Shadowfang, and Snap first picked Darkseer. He's probably offlaning. And right now Radiant team's first pick, they're tanking the tie. And by the way, I think the first game, this is game 2, so the game 1 was, let me check who won. I believe Barnys Children won the first game. So this is game 2. If Barnys Children, the Dire team, wins this one, then they will receive 3 points in the league. So Radiant got Winter Raren, which is very good support. And right away they picked their carry, Gyrocopter, which I believe is carry. I've seen one support Gyrocopter before, but I don't think in a captain mode game, in a league game, I'm pretty sure it is a carry. And the Dire team picks their, I believe, solo mid. So they already got their solo offlane and solo mid, because I think Darkseer is never going dual lane with anyone. So the Dire team is going for a tri-lane or duel with one jungle, I think. Dire team banned Dazzle and Wind Ranger. I get the Wind Ranger ban, it's a pretty OP hero, but for Dazzle, I'm not quite sure. Because Winter Raren has a save, like he can make whatever into ice, and saves him from auto attacks. And also Dazzle has a save, Grave. However, they don't stack properly each other, because like if your one team has too many saves, then they don't have enough DPS output or something. So I don't think Dazzle is helpful at all for Radiant if they have that in their team. Also, if they do, they will be lack of stuns.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Alright, and then Radiant team banned Spirit Breaker. Okay. Picks up Bang.
Dire team pick.
That is very interesting pick, I think. Rubik.
Radiant team pick.
Okay, these all are great heroes, and I would say they're all in the balanced range, like it's not imbalanced. So, well, they banned all the imbalanced heroes, so that is why. And right now it's at the 4th pick for Radiant.
10 seconds.
And I believe they lack of a mid and a offlane, even though they could go dual offlane, so that does not matter too much. But mid is the very important element for one game, and we haven't got that yet. I think the reason why Dire team picked Queen of Pain on second pick is because either they think Radiant team going to ban Queen of Pain, or they going to pick it really fast afterwards. So they decided that I really need this hero, so they picked it the second, instead of saving the solo mid to like third or fourth pick or even last pick. I see a lot of team doing last picks on solo mid because they don't want to get countered or pick like a lot of support to just harass your mid lane down. Okay, Viper. So they want to shut down Queen of Pain. Viper is pretty good against Queen of Pain, I think. I would say Viper has a little bit of edge. Undying, okay. That is a most imbalanced hero in this game right now from this 8 hero. Team Brimstone is having the last pick, which I think they need some sort of stuns. Okay, they got Phoenix, which is the offlane, and I think it is a pretty good pick because Bang has a lot of single target skills, and Viper also has single target, and Gyrocopter is sort of overall, it has everything, kind of, which it doesn't have everything really good, but it has every element, single, and then AoE slow, stuff like that. And then Winter Wind has a lot of everything, pretty much. It's mostly AoE, but still they're a little bit heavy on the single target side. And then the Phoenix, the last pick, which helps everything. I think when Phoenix ultis, it's really hard for Dire to break the egg because Bang and Gyro and Winter Wind can stop them from attacking the egg. Also, right now there's no right clicker on Dire's side. So I believe this will be a carry pick, and because of Phoenix, I think they will need a ranged carry to click down the egg, which honestly I don't think matters that much because like right now from what I see, if the team fight goes on normally, Dire might not be able to kill the egg if Bang is in position and Winter Rarin is in position. So I think they're tanking a lot of time right now, because okay, so they got Slark, which is pretty good. It's okay, I guess. Okay, so Barnys Children did won the first game, but from the picks right now, I think Team Brimstone has a slight edge on the picks. Now we have a DC on Darkseer, and I think the lane's going to be Phoenix solo offlane, and tri-lane. Okay. So I believe they're restarting. What is going on? Or did I just disconnect randomly? Maybe that is the case. Okay. So we have a Slark going top. So this is kind of weird for Dart because they have 2 men going to bot room, and as you can see, Radiant, everyone's going for bot room right now. So it might be dangerous for Dart to feed first blood somehow. If somehow this Undying wants to contest the room or Darkseer, they might get first blooded. Phoenix is pretty safe because he hasn't leveled up his skill and he have a dive. I think they're baiting. They're like, okay, we're not here, just come for the room.
The battle begins.
For Radiant.
Where is
Okay.
tribute?
So they actually didn't go to the room. Okay, so right now Ben has a sentry ward, which didn't see this one. He just placed it here to see if they blocked the camp. Because their offline hero walked to here, and they feel like, okay, maybe they blocked the camp. However, they did not. They just put a word here, observer. So very standard farming, and I'm seeing a dual offlane here for Darkseer and Undying, which I did not expect this because Darkseer is usually gonna have solo because he needs the experience. Also, any other hero will not help them. Undying right away de-worded Radiant team. Wait. Okay. I mean, oh, okay. I think they just denied.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Alright, so it cost a lot for this deny. Wait, was it deny or they killed a sentry? I think they killed a sentry ward. Yeah, because right now there's 1 sentry ward for Direfly. It's very aggressive here, which I don't think it's good for Dire because it is 3 versus 2, and Darkseer and Undying both needs a lot of EXP, so maybe after a couple levels they can try to harass, but right now I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, the tombstone down and they trying to go up, which again, yeah, that needs a lot of experience for them to do stuff like that. With the level advantage, maybe they can try to kill 1 or 2 hero, but right now because all of them is at level 2, so there's really no level advantage which you should have because you're getting the EXP and they have 3 hero. Okay. I think he will be okay just because Gyro shouldn't have that much DPS early on. Alright, Ben just comes in, try to get a couple right clicks off. Okay, so the Undying left bottom lane, which he wasn't helping that much. and he was lashing the experience from Darkseer. And Darkseer is $300, I mean $20 away from Soul Ring. I wonder if he will buy the Soul Ring now and walk back, or if he wants to TP down. Like, I would TP, but he decided to go, okay, I'm gonna go walk. Because right away he's missing some gold. Like 1 gold would be enough to cover up the TP expense. And I'm pretty sure he won't die before he gets the another 75 gold from the creeps. Okay, so there's the Phoenix kill here on top, which I missed. But he died somewhere. Let me check. He died somewhere here, which is weird, because that's way past what he's supposed to be. And there's a ward here, so it's really easy for Dire to see where's the Phoenix. Maybe Phoenix wants to hide somewhere here. However, this ward spotted him. That's my guess. Okay, so right now Darkseer, they're trying to kill Darkseer. He's in trouble because his haste went off. Barnys Nightmare is a counter for Darkseer's Surge. Just because when you put that on, you just nightmares him if you're in range. However, he does have a very short range on Nightmare. As you can see, this is the circle that he can cast on, so he has to stand in very front to do that. And Ben is a very squishy hero. So Ben is a support that's actually pretty hard to play because you don't have a lot of gold, and if you're close enough, then you can do a lot of damage because you can sleep and ulti. However, if you do that, you're leaving yourself in danger, or get stunned and gets ulti cancelled. So right now, as I predicted, Viper is having a lead. However, Dire comes in and try to gank. I'm pretty sure Viper's dead, and Quap is very low, but he will survive this. And Quap just got his bottle. I'm not sure why he bought a TP. I believe it's because Viper is strong enough to just ulti and kill Quap. That doesn't seem like it because Quap has a blink. So I'm not sure why he bought this TP very early without his bottle. Alright, let's see the game status for farm. Let's see the net worth. So the Slark free farming top has actually a lot more gold than Gyrocopter. Even though bot lane killed their bottom lane like 3 times. So Slark has 37 CS and Gyro has 40, and they killed couple heroes. So I'm actually confused. Oh, okay, because Gyro didn't get any kills. It was all the supports got the kills, and Slark has 1 kill, and with similar CS, that's a little bit more gold. And Viper has 1,000 gold lead than Quap. That's a lot early game, 8 minutes. And right now, because of the mid, the Radiant is up in gold, and in experience, I believe that's due to denies in the middle. Quap just got 2 bounty room. That's about $150, I
Dire's
think.
middle tower is under attack.
And Rubek is having, I think he's dead. There's no way, he's just trying to harass a bit before he dies. And our Bang is having a kill streak. That's very surprising.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Okay, so Gyro again farming. He got power tread. I think last item, I mean the second item can be. Oh, he also has Rune of Aquila. That's always good. And second item might be lifesteal, so that he can dominate the creep and keep pulling. Since he's good at farming right now because he's free farming all game. And let's see if Stark is going Shadow Blade first item or something else interesting. Viper going mech. He doesn't even have boots yet, so that's a interesting fact. So if a Viper is rushing his pad mech without boots, that's a sign of not ganking at all early game. However, it's very hard to gank a Slark anyways, so he decided, and his ulti doesn't work so well against Darkseer, because he can outslow Darkseer. Darkseer always has the thing. Okay, so this Phoenix played it very risky, I think. He was almost dead from auto attacking. Maybe he counted out all the damage output. Also, if anyone else was camping Slurk, then he's dead for sure. Like a Rubik with a nuke and 1 second of stun. Right now, okay, 1.75 seconds of stun. So the gyrocopter still farming. Okay, he is going live still. Helmet of Dominator. And then there's a gank going on right now. They killed the gyro. And I'm not sure why is Winter wearing here. Right clicking Quap. Like if you fall back, then the Quap might be like, okay. There's for sure, like there's a chance that I can kill you, so he might come up. But if you sit there and attack, Quap will know, okay, are you retarded? If not, then someone is on the way for sure. Okay, Tombstone is down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nightmare on Undying, which I think is because Undying doesn't have a slow, so I would sleep other heroes. And Phoenix didn't have ulti ready. It was about 4 seconds off cooldown.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
4 seconds more on cooldown. So even though Quap gets harasses in the lane by Viper, he's making up his economy by killing people and being in a lot of ganks and successful ganks.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So the Stark goes in, and then he will get his Shadow Blade first item. And Slark again, it's very hard to gank, so he will get out safe.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
And I'm not sure why this Quap is pulling for them, are they? Nope. It was just somehow he attacked a neutral creep. Okay, so Viper decided, okay, I don't want to farm mid anymore, let me farm bottom. Viper gets power tread. So the Radiant side really is going for late game. They're hoping for a late game because clearly they do have a Viper and a gyrocopter. Also their support is useful late game because clearly Supernova is very useful late game. Not as strong as middle game because late game they might be able to kill it, and then Ben still can control 1, 2, or 3 heroes in a battle. However, Rubik, Undying, and Darkseer is good late game. Undying and Rubik is not as late of a support, and Quap and Stark is not very late game carry. They're okay late game. And Radiant team just got 2 kills on Dire, but it was pretty much off position for Dire because they're way too inside and there's no way out for them, so so Radiant is ready to push down the tier 1. Let's see if they want to defend us. There's only right now 2 heroes here, which clearly is not enough, I think. Unless Radiant somehow wants to back out, which they don't want to back out. Darkseer wants to come in for a deny, but he failed and they walked away. Gyrocopter landed. Why is he not lifting? He had the lift on Viper. Now Quap is in trouble. Rubik should have lifted the Viper so that he cannot TP. I think if Viper didn't finish the TP, then the Quap will not die there. Alright, there right now there's the lift and ulti from Darkseer, ulti from Winter Variant. So Gyrocopter is trying to run away, however Winter Variant still has a lot of slow. Okay, so they traded off the carry with the support, so that is good for Dire. And their diving tower. And Slark comes in for the last hit. That was a 1 for 2 for Dire side, that's very good. And one of the 2 was a carry, Gyrocopter. Then they only lost a support Rubik. The Rubik got a soul ring, which I'm not sure why. That's a very unique build. I think the only reason is that he wants to spam his second skill, which I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I'm seeing Quap getting a lot of room this game, about I think 7 or 8 rooms right now, 17 minutes, maybe a bit less, like 6 rooms maybe, because he got a lot of double rooms, or he gets the room at last second, which it's rare that happens because usually Radiant want to have a little bit room control. However, Viper is a hero that does not get bottle, so it is also natural that Viper just sit on it and farm. I don't think they will get the kill because Winter Variant do have the code embrace. And also Viper has mech, so right now he's the tankiest hero on their team. And Viper is going to Yasha. I think that goes to Manta style. Okay, Slark has his Shadow Blade, however is a sentry here, and we have ulti from Phoenix if they can get it. Nope, I think ulti is gonna come out, and Gyro Gobbler is just fighting the Slark. Is Slark going to get away? That is huge for Dire, because they only lost Quap, and that was 1 for 4 trade-off for Dire. So right now Dire is, I think they're up in econ and experience.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So from the heroes, Dire should have a bit edge early game, and whether or not they can win the game depends on if they can finish the game fast enough so that the other team can fight. However, there's 4 heroes here. Slark finds out he doesn't break his Shadow Blade and comes in. Darkseer Surge to come in, but I don't think it's good because, yeah, I think Darkseer is okay. He's fine. He has 1 more Surge coming. Slark gets ultied by Winter Warrior, but Bang's ulti is not up, so Slark goes away. If Ben had ulti, I'm pretty sure Slark would be dead, but Bang, that was on cooldown.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
Mid tower's down, no one comes here for a deny, which is good because then I'm pretty sure he will feed 1 more life. Okay, so Rune again. Maybe this time Viper wants to get it. Nope. I'm not sure if Radiant got, their entire team got many rooms yet. Okay, Viper sees this bounty. I think this might be the first room or second room for him this entire game. I think he got the very first room. Yeah, that's about it, and that was the second room. This Rubik again, he's just spamming his second skill on creeps. I'm pretty sure this Rubik is dead. Viper comes in ulti. Rubik's just try to use every last spell from him. And because of that, I don't think they can defend tower, so Slark wants to push down mid, and Quap wants to, I'm not sure if Quap is fast enough. If anyone TPs, then Quap has to back out, but if no one TPs down, then Quap will be able to finish this tower. They're Bang TP down. Him being the first to TP down is a very good idea, because he can Nightmare the other one and wait for other TPs to come down. Quap decided to TP bot instead of middle, which resulting this middle tower being in danger. However, the Dire side might not see Quap TP down. I'm not sure. So that they decided to back out and let Viper deny the tower. Okay, so Slark, because of Slark's ulti, he knows that there's a ward here. And I'm pretty sure he tells his teammates, so Dire side knows that Radiant has some kind of ward here now. They either going to not be there or going to deward it. So Rubik comes up again. This sentry ward sees this observer, but the sentry ward is going off, and Radiant smoked. That is, let's see if they get any pickoffs. I think Bang has to go first because he is the only one that can stop them from running away. And yes, he is going first. And he's going the normal path. Will he just ulties right away? Yes, he will. And Is there enough DPS? Okay, Winter Warren comes up, follow up his ulti to make sure Klopp is dead. Right now they just want to push down tier 2. Are they?
Radiant's middle
And
tower
I'm not
is under
sure how Dire will react to that. Okay, they're pinning bottom tower, so I believe that's a sign of that they want to trade tower. Tier 2 for tier 1, but they don't have too much choice. And actually this tier 1 is very low. Okay, so 1 TP back,
Radiant's bottom tower
2 TP, 3 TP, so they want to save this T2. Again, I think they are slightly ahead early game for Dire, just because of the heroes. So they get a kill on carry, but lost to hero because that was a 4 versus 5. I think they should have waited for co-op for a better team fight. However, this one is fine, I think. So that right now it's a 3-3. Okay. So that was 5-4-3. Very bad for Radiant side, which again, Dire has the hero that's slightly stronger early game. So I don't recommend Radiant to go attack right now. I mean push. They just want to drag till late game and win, I think, instead of going for a tier 2 push. I'm going to get some water. I will put the camera in somewhere interesting, like slug farming. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so the slug transforms into a viper that is farming metal. So I'm seeing a lot of farms this game. Let's see the assets. Okay, so holy shit, the top 5 heroes goes above 100 CS 25 minutes in. That is super rare. Okay, right now it's the Dire team Smoke and Queen of Pain missed it. So they will see Queen of Pain going solo into the jungle. They might be like, wants to gank that, and maybe that was planned for Dire. They're like, okay, maybe we can bait 1 or 2 heroes because they only see a Quab coming in solo. Gyro is playing very, like, he just tanks there. I think right now it's best for Gyrocopter to fall back a bit because I'm seeing Gyro die every team fight. Whether or not Radiant wins the team fight, Gyro is dead for sure because he positioned himself the first. I think like once you get BKB, that's good because you have BKB, but right now it's not that good. And Viper just poisoning gets poisoned by his illusion. However, they fixed bug. I mean, that might not be a bug, and they might not be the bug. It's that if the enemy team has Viper's illusion, because of the armor, the skin, the corrosive skin, it will keep affecting each other because once you attack the illusion will be like, okay, I get damaged by Viper, so you get the skin damage reflect, and then once you get the reflect, the real Viper will be like, okay, I get damaged by the illusions, so you get the damage. So they keep repeating, and it's really not good for the real Viper, because if a illusion doesn't care, but the real guy cares. However, they don't have that mechanism anymore. Ben comes in D word. That's a very aggressive word, but when you D word, I don't suggest right away you put down a observer like at the same place, because after you D word, the enemy team knows for sure there's a sentry. So for sure I mean, not for sure, but most likely they will put down another sentry, and you don't want to feeding a observer word because it's valuable, because you only get that much in a game. Okay, so Darkseer is pushing out lane, and Radiant is doing a lot of ganking. And Darkseer might be... he has dagger, so if he blinks at the right direction, then he will get away, like into trees or... okay, he's fine. He doesn't even need blink. I mean, I would straight up blink into trees, like, and TP out, just in case they come from behind. Winter Warren has in this room, but right now it's off because he TP'd away, of course. They're pressuring mid because they saw them ganking bottom and TP top. I mean, not push, I guess, it's harass. Alright, the Rubek is again farming, which is very weird. He has 67 CS this game, and he already has his dagger, so that is good for Rubik. But I think if you're a supporter, like, you need less farm. I think that's my personal opinion. It might be he might need that dagger very bad, or some other item. I don't really know which can be helpful, which for sure will be helpful, but is that more help than compared to the farm on your carry? Because when you're farming, and then if your carry is not here, obviously if your carry is here, you let your carry farm. Even though you're not taking your carry's gold directly, you're pushing down the lane, which then their carry can farm safely, and your carry cannot farm in that lane anymore. Okay, so Quap has a invis room. However, there's a sentry, which I don't think that's very smart, because they do have a Slark with Shadow Blade, so they know for sure. Alright, so this is very dangerous for Diet, because they are sort of losing now. They might lose tiers 3. Well, they have to buy back, so it will force them to buy back. I mean, at least Quap has to buy back, or they lose mid racks, I think. I'm not... yeah, they lose tier 3 if they don't buy back, but I'm not sure about racks yet. Stark just comes here. Okay, they lost tier 3. Is the mech coming? They go for ranged racks, which is, I think, pretty smart, because I don't think they will be in time to finish the melee racks. And range racks does not heal himself, even though if he cannot get it. They decided to back out, which is always good, and I think, like, if I were them, I would just leave the winter we're in. I'm like, okay, you're dead, bye. Or not. They're like, okay, bang, you're dead. Winterwear lives. So there's no detection from Dire. And actually, nobody died from Radiant except Winterwear. He didn't use Cold Embrace himself. Okay. So Slark already has Eye of Skadi, he's getting B Sage instead of BKB. Yeah, that's okay because they do have a lot of skill that goes through BKB. Basically every ulti that they have goes through BKB except Gyrocopters. Alright, Rubek comes down for help to push the bottom lane. And Darkseer comes back top to defend top tower and get some farm. Right now Gyro's farm is not that good. He has only Stingray, Yasha and Helmet of Dominator. I'm pretty sure he's saving for BKB and buyback right now at this moment. Even though he saved way too much for buyback. Okay, so Phoenix has a Midas and Heaven's Helper. I'm just trying to check out the item build that I have, see if I see any interesting stuff. Okay, Bane has Dagger. Slark has big Shadow Blade and Eye of Skadi ready. Undying does not have much. Quap, BKB and Agnum Scepter. I don't know if BKB is good in this game because a lot of shit goes through BKB. Also, right after Agnum Scepter, Quap does not have too much constant DPS output. Quap is a hero, I mean at least mid game. He has burst damage, but he does not have a lot of damage coming in every like 10 seconds. Every 6 seconds when he has blink and scream, he can just goes in and do like 300 AoE damage, magic damage, which is not that great because that's pretty much like 50 damage per second. And do you want to get a BKB so you can do 50 damage per second? That's like, why don't you get a Radiant, right? So, and also BKB gets used up late game, so you have less BKB power after you really get your items. And so, like, if I was Quap, I would get BKB later instead of now. I would just get more DPS item or Guinsu. So again, Radiant is trying to push down top, which I would just spread out and farm and ward and just make sure I don't get pushed down. There's a sentry very close to the tower. I think it's because if Radiant would have to place a sentry, they would place somewhere that's just above tower range, which is somewhere here or here. So they want to make sure the ward doesn't exist or gets countered if they do have a ward, to make sure this Slark is safe. I did hear a surge sound, so Darkseer wants to go in. Okay, Winterwind is in trouble. He puts Code Brace, but it's not enough to dodge Quap's ulti. Viper uses BKB, but no one's here. He just wants to TP out. Okay. So they did lose Winterwear, but I'm not sure why Dire waited so long for the team fight to happen. I think they do have a slight team fight edge right now, but the later it is, the smaller the edge will be, and eventually Radiant will come on the top. Okay, so a couple rooms, and because it's late game now, I mean, I guess throughout the game it's just dire side getting the rooms. Radiant isn't getting much rooms, even though it's like pretty close to Viper right now. He decided not to check it. I guess when you play a hero that does not get bottle, you stop looking at the time that the room comes out. Because not only you get buffed, it also means that the other team does not get buffed. Like, you don't want to let them have an invis to follow your team around, know where you're doing. But yeah. So I want to see if that goes to a Guinsu. I believe it does goes to a Guinsu because right now they do lack of controls. Okay, so that dire comes in smoke and they might gank this Viper. Viper already has his butterfly. That is huge for Viper. And they sense something. They think there's a team fight going on, so Viper comes in TP. Holy shit, nice vacuum. And sick ulti by Phoenix. And Diresa has to fall out after a Winter Variant trade. Nope, they don't want to fall out. They comes in, try to kill Phoenix. Phoenix ulti was stolen by Rubik. Alright, so that was a 3-4-1 trade.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And mid-Rax is in danger for Radiant side. Phoenix buys back right away, but he does not have ulti. They decided to fall back. No stun to stop Cops TP. I was wondering how did Cop just got here. He probably TP'd here and blink straight ahead. Slark is trying to do Roche by himself. And do they know Viper's dead? So I don't think Radiant will be strong enough to contest Roche. Yeah, Slark is doing Roche pretty slowly, but I think they will get it because Viper's dead. They can't do much. Okay, so either Quap or I think Slark will get Aegis because he does have the better items. Okay, so right now they either going to push down top, which has no HP. I wonder why Radiant did not deny this. They probably didn't see it, and well, they probably see it now. Because when you go back, your camera is likely on yourself, or maybe you're at the base shopping. Come on, you see this for sure. Let's deny this. Let's deny this. All right. Okay. BKB. Nice second BKB on Gyro. Nothing, no DPS items so far. And he can either go butterfly. Gyro right now can go a lot of item. He can go monkey, game bar, butterfly. If I were him, I would go butterfly just because I want to track to late game. Cop comes in, sees that 100 HP tower. He's like, sick, you didn't deny for the past 5 minutes. Okay, so they want to push down. Nope, they rotate to middle or gank. There is regen top, nothing too much here. Rubek do have 2 sentry ward, sees that observer and sentry. And what are they doing? Like, they have 4 men here, and then Radiant know that they're here because of you just countered their word. For sure, no one wants to come here now. This Rubek just killed the 2 observer word for Radiant. Radiant right now has 0 word outside except for this one, which is not that useful because it's too far out there. And then Dire has a high ground word. Slark just comes in. What? I thought he was going to use his first skill before the homing missile lands on him. Okay, Slark goes back, heal a bit. They just want to take down the tower slowly, or what is he doing? He just wasted his ult. Because of that, I think it has to delay their push. Because Slark does not have ulti anymore. They might just want to wait a bit. Yeah, they fall back to farm, which gives Radiant more time to farm up items. From last hit, we can see that our gyrocopter has a lot of CS and Viper second. That's due to there's 4 heroes that's actually farming this game on Dire side, so no 1 hero or 2 hero has too much CS. And because right now Dire is stronger, they do have a gold lead for 7,000. Again, they want to push down at least 1 Rax. Right now, I think it's actually a bit late, I would say. My prediction would be if they don't push down any Rax before 50 minutes, then the game will be very, very hard for Dire. Okay, Slark sees this Winterian and I think he's dead. Quap comes in ulti. He has a very short cooldown on that, so they will get that hero and try to take down 1 set of racks. And let's see if they're going for middle or top. It's essentially the same thing, except when you're pushing top and if you fail and you're trying to run away, the distance, it's a lot harder to escape from top than middle. This is why people usually push middle first, and also this is the closest path. So Viper has a lot of DPS right now, plus they do have a lot of saves, even though Winterian was dead for the last 40 seconds. He can just stand in front of tower to be that super tower, and it's very hard for them to farm. And Gyro just try to push down bot. If they don't, like, if Raid, I think Dire is playing a bit too passive. No, actually, never mind. They just jumps in, and this is great supernova. I think it's gonna go off, and if it does go off, there's no way that Dire can push this anymore. If they, Gyro's in trouble. Gyro's killed. Viper off position. They just went out way too far. They're like, good supernova means I can fight outside. Okay. Slark keep doing DPS and gets 3 kills. Will Phoenix get away? 2 buybacks from Dire, Radiant. 3 buybacks from Radiant. They did kill Slark twice, or was the Was the Roche timer passed? I think they killed Slark twice. Undyne tried to TP away. They did not get top racks, but they forced 3 buybacks from Radiant, which is huge. So there's like a 10k gold lead for Dire now, and even more for the next 30 seconds because Radiant now cannot farm as efficient. Okay, so right away this gyrocopter wants to get Monkey King Bar, and he does look like the more aggressive type of guy. And then last battle, I think if they just want to stay in base and defend, they will be totally fine, but after that good supernova, they decided to go all in, and if you could go out, then darts I have that high ground edge, so you have a bit some misses if you don't have Monkey King Bar. Also, Dire also has a division edge because he can see everything up to here. If you go out, what? This Darkseer just wants to come out and get salted by Winterwear, and I'm pretty sure he's dead. There's no way he can live from 5 player doing DPS for 3 seconds. Okay, so right now it's Radiant's chance to push down the racks. They do not have the T3 tower here. Viper just goes in, take down range racks. They want to play safe, so they fall back, which is I would do the same thing because they know that they are winning late game, and right now Dire is still stronger. I think Dire can coordinate slightly better by, say, if one guy wants to buy back, his teammate can go in fight first because buyback and TP only takes 3 seconds. So if at that time you going initiate, their enemy team, their first reaction will be to try to fight you because they know that they do have one more hero. But right away you buy back and TP down and the fight already started, so you don't waste your buyback. They smoke into Roche, then sees that Roche is not up, and then Bane blinks into Slark, which they don't have any detection yet. I would like to see at least a gem from either side, because right now vision is very important and Nico is super important. Like if you get one hero pick off, that's like way more gold than the gem it could give, even if you lose it. Alright, so the Radiant comes in, the Dire comes in smoke, and the Roche is up. So I think they will get this Roche once again and pressure mid. And the Radiant now sees all hero missing, so they probably sense something, but they're too scared to go out because right now they could be roshing or ganking in their jungle. So they're like, okay, maybe you're ganking, I'm just going to play safe. This is the second Roche, so there's no cheese, but the next Roche will have cheese. Undying just wants to make sure that they get this Roche, so he puts down Tombstone to protect. They smoked here, and then they see the bad news that it's already up. Slark gets ulted right away, but because of that, Darkseer gets an amazing vacuum and a good ulti by Phoenix. Quap has invisibility and Slark just doing the DPS to Viper. Apparently the miss wasn't enough. Radiant gets team wiped by Dire, and they don't have buybacks. All the main heroes don't have buybacks, so this can be 2 set of racks for Dire. I'm not. Yeah, it could be. It has to be a set of racks, I think, because they only lost 2 support, and then they're trying to take down top. Ben does have the negative damage and Nightmare to slow down Stark, but as soon as he gets Nightmare, Winter Wearing spams his skill to attack, so Stark wakes up. I think they wasted fortification because they weren't attacking. Okay, so Stark gets sleeped. I'm not sure why Ben did not level up his negative attack skill. It's pretty good to slow down their attacks.